crap, that's on me. I unmuted the wrong thing. Ah, that's my bad. Alright, hey guys, what's going on? Hey, yeah, I'm always muted. If it's not like, listen, if I'm not having like a bad time, like I'm always having those moments where my streams are extremely scuffed. That's just what happens, okay? Anyways, hey guys. How you guys doing? Yeah, so, listen, I was uploading some videos, editing some stuff, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, and then somebody was like, hey, why don't you do a Q&A? And I was like, well, I've been editing videos like for the past few days, so I was like, you know what, maybe a Q&A will be fun or something. So, you know. Anyways, so yeah, speaking of those videos, got a few announcements to drop. Yeah, just like open up your ears, you know. Sorry about that. Anyways, YouTube memberships and Patreon. We need to talk about this. This is becoming an issue I feel like I need to address. First off, let's start with YouTube memberships. For the longest time, what I had envisioned was uploading extra videos on there that you guys could watch, or maybe bloopers or stuff like that, but I don't keep that stuff together usually. And extra videos was just like accounting for the schedule and everything like that, because you know I'm dealing with my own stuff, so I need to pace myself on how much my uploads. So from now on, YouTube memberships, anybody who watches my memberships will be gaining access to videos early. So if you subscribe to my YouTube memberships, right now you'll get next Monday's video and next Wednesday's video, and after the stream I'm gonna finish off polishing off a few new videos. So you're gonna get another 2 videos on top of that are gonna be coming out like days, maybe weeks ahead. So you guys are gonna be able to get premium access to these like awesome videos. Let's see. We have a very nice mafia roleplay. Let's see. We have a nervous groom right before you know, marriage and all that. I do have like a 30-minute rogue roleplay where basically you're like a witch who owns like a shop and you're helping me out with some potions and stuff. And then another one I'm working on is also another eldritch one, which people seem to like the last one. Anyways, on top of that, you can barely hear me. So you should be able to hear me. Maybe the music's a little low, but like you should be able to hear me. It might be on me. I have no idea. I'm always very bad at this. Anyways, so what I was gonna say, so for Patreon, well, I gotta be honest, I don't know what to do. Like, I upload spicy content on Patreon. That's what I did because I looked on other people's Patreons. I was like, what do people do that I couldn't do? And I realized everyone was just the default for content creators who do this kind of roleplay is to make spicy content. But when I make it, it feels awkward, you know, like I don't feel into it. It feels weird and strange and like, ugh, you know, like, which is why it's harder to upload those. Plus, on top of it, it's like, I thrive in a roleplay scenario. Like, I'll give you your character and I'll add sound effects. I'll build you a world, but like, when you're just jumping into action like most of those scripts are, it's pretty iffy. So, what I was thinking is, I've been thinking about like, I could occasionally make extra videos for Patreon, restructure how the payments work, make it a little easier and cheaper for everyone. And on top of that, I was also thinking about maybe adding parts to series. Like, for example, if I did want to make a spicy one, like, I wouldn't do those all the time, but just rarely, I might do those. I'll put them on Patreon. And, like, for example, if I'm running a series and the finale leads with that, I could do something like that, you know? But either way, I've restructured the membership program so you guys can get early access to tons of sweet content, and the Patreon thing will follow in a few weeks. maybe a few days. It just depends on when I restructure it, because it is a lot of brainstorming and I'm talking with friends about it, but you know. Anyways, so let me just take a drink real quickly. So, now on to what you guys came for, because, you know, I know you didn't just come here to look at my lovely face. So, Q&A, feel free to ask absolutely any question in the chat, as if it's not too personal, you know. But yeah, ask any question in the chat. Remember the description. If you check out the description, you can find links to my memberships and Patreons. Consider like, commenting, and subscribing, and let's get into this. So, like, I have a community post where I posted about this, and some people posted questions over there. So let me just pull that up. We can use some of those. Let's see. Okay, we've got like a couple here. Funniest live stream moment. Funniest live stream. I feel like it was when I feel like it was when I played Harry Potter, because oh no, actually. It was when I was doing Outlast, because I am a very scared person. Like, I turn away during horror movies and stuff like that. That's why I prefer slashers, because they're a lot easier to like reconcile with. But when I was playing that game, I mean, dude, I would freak out. Active fear. And I look at some of the clips of that, and it's just literally just me, like, moving very, very slowly around a corner, dark everywhere, and then just going, ah, no. Like, I was freaking out actively. And I love looking at old clips of that, because it just makes me laugh, being like, what the hell was I on? Are you planning on your Alistair story plotline to be long? I'm quite intrigued to see your creativity in this one. Okay, here's what needs to be known, I guess. I'll give you a big hint on this one. No, not hint, but I'm gonna like throw down some knowledge. Let's get it down. Anyways, with part 1 to part 3 was more to lead us into how your character gets to hell. And then now that we've established other characters, we're gonna branch out. It's not gonna be like, we're gonna have other Alistair parts, but this is where we branch out. Like, from here, the next episode might be a Husker one, or you know, I could do Angel Dust or something like that, like, or as one person has been very persistent, Vox. But either way, like, I was thinking, basically, now that we've got to this point, this is the point where I can branch out with different stories that all connect. I will also be making the Adams series canon connected to this. So, yeah. I mean, essentially what this is just one big fan fiction at this point. But yeah. What's your favorite flavor of cheesecake? Well, okay. If you've been on this channel long, you know I love cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake, amazing. Seriously, one of the greatest things ever made. What's your favorite color? Purple, mostly. I do like that weird tint you get between orange and gold and yellow, like that mix. But yeah, that's probably my favorite colors, I guess. Oh, it's more multi-character perspective that connects to the main one. Main focus with Alistair. Not really. Okay. Kind of, not really. A little bit definition. Anyways, so it's more like I used Alistair as a stepping stone, so that way we can establish, okay, this is this character you got to hell. Now we do this side, and for the next roleplay, like, look, for example, at the end of it, you know, Alistair was like, hey, I'd like to enlist your services. Oh, what do you want? Like, you know, he talked to Husker and he was like, I need you to follow around our charming little demon bell. Anyways, So basically, like the next part could be Husker following you around, or maybe out on the town you get into a scuffle with some guys or something like that, and Husker saves you and then takes care of you afterwards. But then there might be a part where you don't play that listener, you play another listener, and you've got you're like a friend of Angel Dust, or you're like, for example, if I wanted to do another one where you're a different listener, like you're Vox's new secretary or something like that, after what's his name, Mothman shoots the last one or something like that, but they will all correlate to the same universe. Now Alistair may not be the okay, I can't talk because I am into the Chalister ship, but at the same time, I do worry about changing too much. Like, that's why you've been seeing me dabble with Alistair being a little bit flirty, but it's also questionable in your head. Is he flirting, or is he just trying to get me alone to kill me? Is he flirting, or is he just trying to watch over his investments? Like, I've been grappling with the issue of like I know Alistair's ace, but do I change that or not? Like, because this is just basically one big fan fiction. But yeah, I don't know if that answered your question. I kind of went on like a rambling excerpt of just vomiting up words right there. How do I come up with my story ideas? Inspiration. Like, for example, if I'm gonna sit down and do an Alistair one, I'm gonna listen to music. I'm gonna listen. What would Alistair listen to? We'll Meet Again, La Vie en Rose. I'm gonna listen to a bunch of AI Alistair covers of songs. I'm gonna read Wattpad. I'm gonna read some comics, on YouTube and stuff like that. Like, I'm just gonna listen to all this stuff until I get in that mindset where I'm like, oh my god, could you imagine if Alistair did this? Like, it's the same way of like I don't know how to describe it, but like, for example, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of a show called Voltron, but I used to watch that when I was in high school, and I would have those moments where I would be like, oh, Lance and Pidge had like a cute moment together, and be like, my brain would run 1,000 miles a minute, and next thing you know, I'll just write an entire paragraph of fan fiction, because I'd be like, you know what, that's what I'm thinking about. How do you decide to create a story idea? Well, most of it's spur of the moment. Like, I always try to keep track of what I've done in the past to try to make it more linear, but creating a story idea, it just has to come naturally. It has to come as a inspiration thing, and I can force inspiration if I want to by, again, reading fan fictions, reading comics until I get in that mood. But the best stories come from just solid inspiration. Like the part 1 to this series, I loved how it came out. Like, I felt that around the time I was watching Hazbin Hotel for like the 4th time, and I was like reading fan fictions, because I remember previously I'd gone back from vacation, I read a fan fiction, and it was a what's it called? It was a Charlister fan fiction, and it was like Alistair, like Vox tricks Alistair into taking a love potion, and then this whole time I'm like, Alistair in love feels weird, and I was like, oh my god, like the way he loves somebody is weird, but I'm kind of into it, because like in the story it was presented as a way where he would question it. He tried to get rid of it. He wasn't comfortable with it. He didn't want to be in love. But it was almost instinctual. Like, it was like watching somebody battle with their own emotions and come to terms with them, Like, and then after that, I was like, oh my god, I'm getting really into this fan base. And then one day, I was just like, how did Alistair go to hell? And then I found out that apparently he was burying a body, got attacked by dogs, got shot, and I was like, I could make a fanfiction about that. Hell, I could make an audio about that. I've been thinking about getting back into writing, so I did it. Who is my favorite Scream serial killer? Let's throw that down, all right? Let's see. Favorite Scream serial killer? You know, Billy Loomis, classic, but licensed or unlicensed? Because if we're going with unlicensed, I like, I'm always down with a little bit of Jed Olsen. He's the guy who wears the. They're not technically affiliated, but they use the same mask, and they basically are the same. Like, the guy from Dead by Daylight. Just look up Jed Olsen, you'll figure it out. Do you prefer to write your own scripts, or do you lean towards other scripts? I have to lean towards other scripts because making that many scripts for how much I upload just isn't feasible for me personally. Because at the end of the day, this channel, like, I need there to be a point in my life, but like, this channel is my everything. I put everything I have into this channel, more than I have in my entire life to anything. And if this channel doesn't succeed, I bet everything on this channel. I love this channel. So I have an understanding that I need to put everything I have into this. Every resource at my disposal. Tons of other scriptwriters use the scripts on Reddit, and I hate to say this, but whatever it takes. I love this channel and I want to do it for the rest of my life, and I'll do whatever it takes. But this channel will succeed, using the scripts, like I love the scripts people make. I love some of them. They're like freaking amazing. But I write my own scripts because sometimes there are moments where I'm just like, ugh, why has nobody wrote this? Like, and I think about it and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty niche. They're not gonna get a lot of views with a script like that. And then I'm like, screw it, I'll do it myself, I worked with a YouTuber once, and this was before I had the whatever it takes mentality. This YouTuber, they once told me, because I've always been worried about doing stuff like, I've not played games on live streams because somebody played it like a week prior or stuff like that. And I was talking to this YouTuber and they were like, okay, first off, you want to make it in this business? Whatever everyone else is doing that is making them succeed, you take that and you do it better than them. And I was thinking about it and I was like, and then they're the ones who told me to upload less, because they were like, you have to let your videos breathe. You have to, otherwise you're going to get burnt out and you're going to take your channel down with you. And then I remember thinking, I was like, I don't want to step on any toes. And then they were like, it's just advice, And then after a while, some stuff happened and I thought to myself, and I'm like, I guess I have to do what it takes. Whatever it takes to make this channel succeed, no matter how much money I put into this channel, no matter how much effort I put in this channel, no matter how sick I am or my mental state, I have to push everything to this channel. I love this channel more than I have loved anything in my life. But sorry, I'm getting a little sappy. Oh yeah, Sensory does do videos, actually. I've seen some of them. They are great. No stuff, but I hope you achieve your goals, man. Thank you. You're lovely. Thanks, sweetheart. But I've realized this isn't a time to care about stepping on toes, because there's always going to be someone in the content that's going to be like, hey, you stole this video from this guy, and I have to explain to them, hey, they didn't write it either, but we're both using it, No matter... sorry, my head is just... ugh. You have a new model? That's nice, yeah. Hey, Harry, it's been a while. Have you been, my sweet, sweet boy? Anyways, let's see. Would you ever consider voice acting for video games and stuff? I have tried. I never got a call back. I tried voice acting for Peter Parker one time for an indie project. I tried for a comic dub series, tried to be Herschel from The Walking Dead. Arthur, what the hell are you doing? And then I tried. There was like this demon like animated roleplay that somebody was doing, and I auditioned for that, and I was like, to tame a hellhound, of course. The commission called, and I'm gonna pew, 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 answer, but now those never got off the ground, and I never got callbacks. So, you know. Culture, please read my comment. Your dog is sniffing doors. Congratulations. Oh man. Well, you know, there are a few probably reasons why. It's because for the longest time when I did those auditions, I had a crappy mic. You could hear background noise, and you had all these guys that were getting in there with like professional equipment that were like, "Hello, Bat Boy. Tell me you want to rule Gotham by myself." Like there were people who were like professional as hell, and then I was like, I've never even had a role, so. But yeah. Do you often read comments under streams? I don't always comment on the comments, but I do read them. What you need to understand is, like, I won't always comment on them because, you know, sometimes I'm working on stuff, or I'm too busy, or honestly, I'm just in my own head and not feeling the best. But, I read comments. I read comments, I read hate, I read everything. And, you know, I got mostly good people who support me, so I'm like, yeah, you know, these are good people. Like, I can't tell you how many times I was depressed, and I was like, God, why am I even doing this anymore? Like, what is my life, you know? And then I just got a comment from somebody, and they were like, you are an amazing voice actor, you're so underrated, and I was like, well, maybe that's why. Plus, you know, honestly, I need the feedback. Like, I love you guys, but one thing is, sometimes I feel like you guys are too nice, you know? Like, I love you guys, but like, I need all the feedback I can get. You don't like something about one of my videos, tell me that, and then I'll think in my head, I'll be like, oh, okay, perfect, get rid of that. Cause like, on my spicy videos on Patreon, I had somebody who was like, I don't like it when my character makes sounds. Now I looked at that and I was like, huh, that does feel awkward. Okay, and I got rid of that, never did that again. But, yeah, you know, you listen to other VAs, let me pull up my list. Isn't that funny? I got a list. Let's see, who have I listened to recently? Like, let's see. There is one, but I forget their name. Let's see, where are they? Vanilla the Abyss. They make a lot of like has-been roleplays, and I listen to their Charlie series a lot because it is very much melatonin for like the depression, you know? Like, not melatonin, but like, dopamine. What's the funniest comment you ever read in stream? I don't remember. I've read so many comments on stream that honestly, like, at this point, my brain's fried. Like, I don't remember what it was, but I do remember we were on an Outlast stream, and I just freaked out one time, and it was just, like, dying laughing. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, there's been a lot that made me laugh and break character. But, I don't really have a character anymore. Do I listen to other VAs? Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry. I read that question already. I don't know why my brain was like, ugh. Anyways, I also listen to fake ASMR. Usually what just happens is, like, when I'm going to sleep or when I'm chilling, you know, I'll be like, go on the computer, just slap together that, search bar and go like, what will it be today? I'm thinking about watching some yandere girlfriend ASMR videos. Like that's usually how I go, okay? Like, I'll be playing a game or I'll be editing or stuff like that, and I'll have in the background, and I'll have someone be like, hey, you can do it. I know everything's gonna be fine. I know who you are, and I love you and care for you. Like I'll have videos in the background that are just like, I will do this. I will do this. Legitimately, like, I'll be editing and I'll be like, I needed that serotonin boost. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a train going by my house. I got one question from the post. It says, which anime characters would you kiss, marry, kill? I think you have to give me options for that one, but I don't watch anime anymore. I guess, who would I? Oh, you know who I would marry? I don't know what that show is, but it's like vampires, and there's that older woman who's like wears a trench coat and is all like, oh, she like looks like a walking pile of depression. I have that I can fix her attitude. Kiss? Huh. No, I don't know. Yeah, train coon's going by. If this was just like generic stuff, I'd probably say something like, no, Rogue would kill me. Yeah, that would actually kill me. Kiss. Who would I kiss if as an anime character? Ooh, actually, Mirako, the rabbit girl from My Hero. Kill kill the girl from Rise of the Shield Hero. Like the redheaded princess one. Just murders. Seriously, give me my axe. Just. Come on, you can't admit that wouldn't be a little fun. Anyways, favorite game. Ooh, that is up for debate. Part of me wants to say Borderlands. I've never finished Borderlands, but I love the story, and I played through most of the first game and a little bit of the prequel. What I love about it is that it has like the perfect villain ever. Handsome Jack is like the greatest villain to ever grace the silver screen, you know? Let's see, in terms of actually playing, I play a lot of Dead by Daylight, like a freakish amount. What country do I live in? I'm pretty sure I dropped this before. United States citizen. Hi. Let's see. Have you got a favorite video you've done so far? Oh man. I love whenever I make videos, so this is a hard one. I had one video I got in trouble over that I loved. You know, actually, I want you to know this. Before this, I was actually going to re-download and play Borderlands. In my head, I was thinking, what if I did a Handsome Jack roleplay? That would be like, nobody would be into that, but that'd be hilarious. Anyways, let's see. Let's see. I think my favorite video is... Oh my god, actually. It's probably one of the runs I've written. More than likely the Adam series, like part 1 is great. Although I think my problem with part 1 and 2 is I didn't portray the character enough. I did try to make him a douche occasionally, but Adam, he has to be a boisterous, like, you know, like, he has to be a boisterous douche, you know? He has to be like, come on. Oh, what the hell's going on around here? Oh, like I didn't notice this giant fucking shield, you fuck. Like Adam is very douchey, you know? Like, I definitely should have portrayed him in a way that, like, made him sound a little bit more like an arrogant jerk, but then had those moments where he tries to open up a little, you know? Anyways, let's see, what's your favorite TV show and film? TV show, let's start with that, because I could probably lay that down a lot easier. Ooh, that's a hard one, actually. It's a bad choice, but I'm gonna say Gotham. I love Gotham so much, because I've rewatched it like 5 times. Ooh, no, actually, favorite TV show, hands down, the show I've watched 12 times over from beginning to end, Supernatural. Yeah, I bet. Supernatural, I'm sorry, I love it. Film, well, I it used to be Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but lately, film. What movie am I? It used to be Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but ever since I watched it in theaters, like there was this one movie I watched in theaters that freaked me out, and I loved it. It was the Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie. Loved it. Do you have a favorite music genre? Not really. I kind of like a lot of music. Like, I'm listening to Hall & Oates right now. Favorite Dead by Daylight character? Does it even need to be said? I'm a Ghostface guy through and through. Supernatural ASMR? Would you guys want that? Like, I'll just show up on screen and like you'll be I don't know, you'll be a demon or something like that, or like Dean Winchester or something like that, and I'm Castiel and I walk up to you and I'm like, hello Dean. Yes. Something, make up some roleplay about talking about Gabriel or something, I don't know. Do you have any pets? No, zero, zilch, nada, absolutely nothing. No pets. Ain't got none. Sad. Let's see, let's pull from the questions that people left. Did that one. Hobbies besides doing ASMR. Okay, so like, I have a lot of, what's it called? I have a lot of comic books. Read manga, like I have the entire Lara Croft series, the entire Quintessential Quintuplet series, most books pertaining to Loki, Daredevil caught up to like the 90s, tons of X-Men, all the modern day Moon Knights, every Batgirl comic up to date, the start of the Nightwing series, Wonder Woman specifically, I forget, Gail Simone, no, Gail something, the Gail Simone run of Wonder Woman. I just started a Flash collection, so I only have one, the book by Jeff Johns, at the start of the new 52, and, I also got some Teen Titans mixed in there. Am I gonna get to him? Already did. Loneliness. That's how I got into yanderes and stuff. It was a sheer thing where I was like, I discovered these role plays and I just would lay there and I loved listening to them, and it would be like at a time where I thought that nobody would love me. I was a completely horrible person. I hated myself, and then I'd just be lying in bed crying or stuff like that, and I'd listen to these and then be like, somebody who absolutely loves me. Like, that insanity. Like, the first taste I got was Htenttrs. And then I was like, that insanity, that love, that desperation, I want that. Anyways, that's how I got into yandere specifically. After a while, when I started getting more, like, mentally stout, like, and everything, I was like, I've started, like, I do yandere content, but, like, personally, what I listen to has differentiated from that, because I've had those, because I've been like, I like the obsession. I like it when you kidnap me, but, maybe just take me on a date or something like that. We can do something cute together, maybe flirt a little. That's I've started to get a more tame taste, I feel like. So let me just take a sip of my drink. I believe somebody posted a question, or, oh, it was retracted. That was very unfortunate. Let's see, let's pull from the pile then. What's favorite YouTuber, gamer, and ASMRist? I'm gonna tell you who I grew up with, because I have a lot of YouTubers who I grew up with that are just like, bam, dead, canceled, destroyed now. But I did, one of the biggest thing I used to do is I used to be massively into Jacksepticeye. Like, every time I'd hear his amazing Irish accent come up there and be like, top of the morning to you guys, laddies, we're going to be playing Flight Simulator. Or something like that, But, I grew up with Jack, Markiplier, Cinnamon Toast Ken, Cryotic, Scott is Minecraft, Husky Mudkips, Team Crafted, Sunday, Deadlocks, Bayesian Canadian, ASF Jerome or something like that. Like Captain Sparkles too. I used to love that guy. And who was a YouTuber that I used to love when I was a child? I used to be really into what's it called? I used to be really into Cinnamon Toast Ken specifically. And also favorite ASMRs I listen to? Well, God, I love Fake, but her role plays like they're amazing, but like I haven't been too into the meta role plays recently. I liked her when she did a lot of yandere content. I'm gonna say Bethy VA, nah, cause I love Bethy. They're so good, but they do generic content sometimes. Like, I like it, cause the thing is, she doesn't branch out that much like I want her to. Like, I love the role plays and I love the way she does it, but it's always your best friend or your girlfriend or stuff like that, and it's never your yandere or your robotic or something like that. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's all like generic like scenarios you can get in real life, and I want something fantasy weird, you know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna settle with Fake. Actually, Fake is amazing. I love her live streams. I once heard my favorite ASMR said they use his flirt voice to. No, I couldn't do that. Like, I feel like it'd be cringe if I went up to someone and I was like, "Hello there, darling. Would you mind helping me with something?" Like, could you imagine if I like dressed up? Like, dude, honestly, I've been like buying dark academia casual clothes a lot recently, trying to get a style going. And could you imagine me walking up to somebody and being like, "Why, hello there, good sir. Could I please fancy you for something more delectable? Perhaps you could." And I'm just like, I'm ordering at like McDonald's or something like that. I'm like, "I would like 4 nuggets. Yes, my good sir. Something to really quench my thirst. Maybe some Sprite." Do you like spicy food or sour candy? Don't like sour candy, but love spicy food. Oh my god, seriously, dude! I found this brand of peanuts. It's like it's like Carolina Reaper peanuts. I love them. Amazing. And they do that to. Dude, I'll be so like, dude, honestly. Plus, I don't even think my regular voice is hot, you know? Like, the British accent, I think, that's hot, but, you know, I don't think my regular voice is hot. Like, what would a handsome version of my voice sound like? Hello there, Don. No, that leans too much into British, just being like, "Hi, how are you?" Oh my god. Whew, man, I'm just, like, that would be ridiculous, you know, but it'd be hilarious, too. Like, I cringe when I think about it. Like, I went on a date one time. Yeah, that's right. I went on a date trying to form a meaningful relationship with somebody. Anyways, we were at the mall and we went to this shop that like was mostly like it was, I think it was Spencer's. Which, if you know Spencer's, you know. Anyways, they had a statue of the Christian Bale Batman, and I walk in and I go up to the front and I grab it by the neck and I go, "Well, it would seem that Gotham City's favorite bat has had his wings clipped." Like, I did that. Southern American Riz. I tried Southern. Southern feels weird. Like, you want to know something? When I do Southern audios, I just listen to Elvis. Let me try doing Southern actually, because I don't know if I can do it, but sorry, I'm looking something up right now. I'm switching out my song. I just roleplay. I don't know if I could do a southern roleplay, but I could probably do something like this. Hey there, sweetheart, how you doing? Why don't you mosey on over here, and I'll show you how to have a real fun time. How'd you get into VTubers? Do you have any... Wait, sorry. How did I get into VTubers? Well, it's like the perfect balance, you know? Like, I was... Okay. So, I didn't want to show my face, because I don't like the way I look. Like, I don't think I look particularly good, and I haven't had confidence in the way I looked for a long time. So when I found out that VTubers were a thing, I was like, oh god, it's gotta take millions of dollars to do that. And then eventually it came down to a thing where I was like, oh, $200 for a VTuber model? I can afford that. Oh, thank you. You know, just so yeah, I got a model together, and I was like, wow, what are these supposed to look like? So I went on a pick crew, and I created a character, and I was like, could you like make something off of this? And then they were like, oh, don't worry, sir. I promise I will make you exactly what you want. Like, and they made it, and then my character eventually came into this, and yeah, you know. Where am I from? The great Golden State of California in America. Never lived anywhere else, but if you're talking about my origins, I am half Mexican, half Puerto Rican, and actually maybe not pure half, because I've been told I did have an Italian grandmother. So kind of a mix, you know. Was your equipment expensive? So first microphone, $100. I mean, first microphone, $50. Blue Yeti, $100 when I upgraded, and last one was $250. Then I upgraded, and on the recommendation of what Egg recommended, I got a Rode, which was $500. In terms of a PC setup, because I wanted to up the quality for my streams and stuff like that, and for overall just make it a lot easier to make videos, $3,000. So yeah. Do I speak Spanish? Sorry, I don't. Yeah, I know. I just never have. My parents tried to push me into it, but I couldn't. I think my problem was they pushed so much that it was just like, yeah, you're kind of ruining the fun I would have from learning the language. Regarding VTuber models, I found it funny when you listen. My favorite color is purple. One of my close ones is red. But like I like a black and red color scheme, but you know, I don't like. I know it looks nice, and I don't think purple works with this character. I don't think it works with the outfit, and I've tried it, but I could never incorporate it. What type of ASMR do you like? Let's run down the list, actually. Let's see. Let's see. Let me check my history. Like, I've been really into has-been roleplays recently. Ghostface makes you her cute survivor. You know, I like a little slasher. You know, just like I like. What did Spike Spiegel say? I love a woman who could kill me. You know, mainly those. I listen to a lot of sleep audios, but most of them are like comfort. I like being flirted with because I'm like, you think I'm worthy of your affection? Thank you. But like, you know, I just have I ever met a VTuber in person? Not particularly. Regarding how am I doing? That is a good question. Doing pretty good, actually. I've been doing a lot better recently, I think. Oh, sorry, let me just blow out this candle. It's getting kind of hot in here. Just close that. Okay, let's see. Your VTuber hair is exactly how I draw all my characters' hair. I don't know why. It's just like my hairstyle, you know what I mean? Well, you know I have great hair. Favorite vampire movie? Oh God. I have a favorite vampire show. Oh no, damn it. Okay, so my favorite vampire shows are a cross between either Castlevania, not Nocturnal. I don't like that one. Well, I mean it's okay, but it's not my Castlevania, you know. I want to listen to Vlad Dracul. I want to listen to the Vampire King himself. Like, so I like Castlevania. I also like this vampire show, which is a comedy. It's basically like a film crew goes around with these actual vampires living in like the Bronx, New York. No, living in New York. In New York. It's called What We Do in the Shadows. It's a great TV series on Hulu. It's hilarious. You should watch it. Do you prefer playing villains or good, nice characters? I like them when I get to play superheroes, but unfortunately those roleplays never do good, so I don't make them that much. Like, do you know how many excuses I would love to have to where I could just go on a mic and be like, I am vengeance, I am the night. And like, I would just love to be able to play a villain and a hero. Yeah, Raven, I remember you. I always remember you because you got that like weird squiggly thing in the middle of your name between for Warden. Ward. Raven Ward. It's like a weird squiggle and I always see it and I'm like, what? That is weird. I don't even know you put that on YouTube. Can you make Prince Speaker and Vampire Listener? I have to know my audience. I usually do those audios when this is gonna sound hilarious, but I do those audios when I'm feeling lightweight, kind of cute, and I'm like, oh my god, and daddy chill, you know, like I have those moments where I'm like, because I'm bisexual, but I do have those moments where I'm starting to lean, where I like read a fan fiction or I'm listening to music and I'm like, oh my god, I'm such a slickman. I have those moments, and that's when I do those audios. Would love to see. Would love to see Al in your series more romantic oriented. Warped? I did not know that's what that squiggle was. You have solved one of my greatest like mysteries. Thank you, Raven. Here, you get a kiss. Would you love to? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, I need to know because the thing is, cause like, I did that one short where people were like, where it was like Alistair's, where it was like everyone was like, where like Angel brought up a post from Alistair and he was like, I secretly want to sleep with the radio demon. I think he's so hot. And then like it was a whole joke comic. And then I noticed that people in the chats, and I've also noticed this in the fandom, they are very, very, very pushy. And I noticed that there were some people in the chat where they're like, I don't like this because Alistair's a certain way, you know, and that doesn't feel right for his character. And I'm like, oh, it's a comedy skit. I feel like you could get over it. So, I guess I'm just worried about stepping on toes. I'm just worried about stepping on toes. Like if I change Alistair from Ace, you know, I feel like that would be weird. But then again, now that I think about it, there are different versions of Ace. Like you can be asexual, like not be into that stuff, but you can also want companionship and have feelings and romantic interest with somebody. Like there are cases of that, so I could do something like that, you know, but actually, maybe I'll just do that for the roleplay series. You gave me a great idea. Vsauce, Michael here. Do I like chocolate or vanilla? 100%. Chocolate gets caught in my teeth and I don't like it. It's not good for my teeth. It gets stuck there. All right, let's pull up some questions from the. Here, let me just go to the question sections. Playlist. Okay, it's under the community chat section. I've answered most of these questions already, actually. Favorite trope? Oh, wow. I guess for favorite trope, I would have to say... I love Resistance of Urge. Like, when I read that Alistair fanfiction, the Chalister fanfiction, what I loved about it was a subtle build-up and tease. It felt natural. Like, Alistair had moments where he was just like, what? My heart's beating. Why is that? Like he had those moments where he was like, no, I can fix this. I can fix this. Like he had those moments. Like in the story, he talks to Rosie, he talks to all these different people, and he's like, there has to be another way. Like, and you see the subtle breakdown of his character, and then, like, I like it when a character denies what they have. Like, if I love you, and I don't think it's right to love you, and over the course of the story, I'm just slowly breaking down into this mess that loves you and doesn't know what to do about it because they don't know what to do with these feelings they have for you. I love that. That's legitimately a great trope I love. I don't know if it's a trope, but it's a thing I noticed in some stories I love. No, it's interesting. Yeah. Thank you, Sayori. Who's your favorite character from What We Do in the Shadows? Oof. Oh god, it's been so long. I need to rewatch it. But oh my god, what's okay? I'm talking about the show specifically. God, what's that one guy? He's like a scientific douche, and he has like a wife, and he's like, you know that back in the day, I used to be something of a swordsman myself. Like the one who the. I forget his name, but oh god, I don't know his name, but you're gonna have to look him up. He's great. God, he's the one with the wife. Oh god, he's hilarious. Hamburgers, hot dogs? Never hot dogs. Ugh. Hamburgers. Specifically pickles, onions, a mixed together mayonnaise with mustard. I mean, not mustard, mayonnaise and ketchup. Mix that together until you get a pink sauce. Then make sure you grill on both sides. Like, that's the whole thing. Sorry, I like to cook. Anyways, why do I sound like Merryweather? What is Merryweather? The only one I'm thinking of is like the GTA security line. Describes you best, like, which dare are you? Oh. I don't. Yandere. Erratic, psychopathic, will cling to you, will also probably need your reassurance a lot. Yeah, Yandere. No, it's like a thing, cause like when I went to Puerto Rico, cause I love tostones, and I get to they have the sauce, and the closest thing I'd be able to find is you get mayonnaise. You put that in a bowl. You mix that with some ketchup until you get it nice and pink. Like you, and then that tastes like a great sauce. You dip tostones in there and stuff like that. That's great. Fairy from Sleeping Beauty. What's the question there? Hey, Mr. Culture. Hey, Brutus. How you doing? What's your favorite zombie movie? God, I want to say Shaun of the Dead. I really do, but what's my favorite zombie movie? Oh, actually, no, that's a show. Oh, what was that one? Train to Busan or something like that? It's like it was like I think a Korean movie or something like that. It was really good, but I don't remember the name. Ah, when I was building Al, I was just like, he's a psychopath. You know what the thing is? There's this YouTuber who like who's like in a clinic, who's like a trained psychiatrist, and they review these characters. So I was like, okay, I'll watch one of their videos, see what they're because they did all the Has Been Hotel characters, and I was like, okay, and they're like, Alistair this, Alistair that, and I was like, okay, so I have to be mentally like this guy when I do this. Like, one of the things I took to heart was their assumption of Adam when they were like, why did he smile when Lute was standing over him when he was dying? And she was like, I think he smiled because people with that much what's it called? People that are that level of narcissism often don't love themselves. They hate themselves. And at the end, Adam was smiling because for the first time ever, he knew that he made an impact with somebody over the fact that Luke cared enough to hold him and to cry. Adam felt like he finally mattered. Like, he wasn't just pushing this idea of him being awesome, that he actually genuinely mattered to somebody. Anyways, what do you think about Love in Deep Space? Search it up. Never heard of it, but I don't know if I want to. I'm scared. So what are we talking about? This is a Q&A. You guys ask me your burning questions. Least favorite dairy type? I don't know if I can answer that because I feel like I don't know all the dairies enough to do that. But Sundares. I don't like them. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just not a big fan of Sundares. I'm just like, because I can't tell you how many times I've been with actual people who act like that, and I'm like, just tell me what you want and I will fix it. If you want to cuddle, if you want me to take care of your feelings, and I'm just like, and like, I can't tell you how many, and it's also friends I've known that were like, well, dude, you should have known how I felt, and I was like, oh yes, excuse me, let me just step into my machine, just turn up the crank, give myself mutant powers to be able to reach into your mind, Professor Xavier style. You know? What's on my bucket list? 100,000 subscribers, million maybe. I guess my bucket list is, I want to get ridiculous with this channel. I want to be great. I want to branch out, not just be an ASMR channel, but a brand. I want to come to a point where I can take care of the people I love, where I can take care of myself and not be a burden onto the people I love. Anyways, but yeah, my bucket list, I want this channel to succeed. I want to know that one day I can look upon the mountaintop with so many subscribers and be like, I made it. And I'll be happy. Do you like what kind of characters do you enjoy acting as? For the longest time it was like, hello my sweet darling, I just wanna cut you just a little bit, please. Like I love being psychopathic Andres, but lately I've been thinking I like being heroes. I like being characters that I like. I like being an actor, not just some generic, oh, he's some yandere. I want to play JD, or like I know there are role plays I can never do because you guys would just not be into them, but like I would, you know how much I would love to play Handsome Jack, or I would love to play Batman, or how much I would love to play these different characters. Like I would love an audio series where I'm Nightwing or something like that, or I'm Daredevil or something like that, or I'm these characters that I grew up reading about and watching, that like established characters I love, I would just, I don't know, I guess. Male for female or male for male? Why not both? Like, dude, I can tell you one thing. I would love to be able to play like musical characters. I wish I could sing. I can't, but I would love to. Like, you know, like I've snuck in some references. Like, I did a superhero that was like that was betrayed by their company, and then their sidekick was sent to track them down. They meet them in a warehouse, and I remember for that one, I was pretending I was listening to audio in the background. I was like, all right, I'm gonna pretend I'm the Red Hood, you know, like I have definitely voiced some of the ways I felt in these audios a few times. And then like, for example, you catch the culprit in the middle of the act. Like, I was basically just portraying how I felt Alistair would act. Calm, collective, cool. I'm going to need... Why, hello there, my dear. I'm going to need you to follow me just for a moment. And, well, perhaps I won't kill you. If you could. Yeah, I'm the youngest. I have a brother and a sister who I love very much. I can't sing. Like, it's also because I have asthma, so like when I sing, it's like 90% of the time I'll be like, oh, jeez, couldn't hold my breath on. You know, like I'll be like midway and be like, you know, like I did a song cover of Poison because I was actually thinking about putting them together, and I was like, if I don't have auto-tune, I don't sound good. I know that for a fact. Like, that didn't work for me. I have no idea what a dead plate is. Sorry, I'm not on the internet long enough. Let me just switch out songs. Are you allergic to something? For example, I'm allergic to tomatoes. I'm allergic to nothing. Oh, I know. Amazing. Crazy. I actually don't have any allergies. I don't know why. I guess it was just lucky. But I ain't got a single allergy to my name, and it feels great. I kind of feel awesome, you know. Well, you know, more awesome. Anyways. No allergy squad, let's go! I'm tired of putting my whole back into singing and then nobody manages to hear it. I think, like, I did cover a few songs. Like, I covered, 100 Miles, which wasn't that good. You sing with others or fan and perceptions of certain characters too much? Like, well, that's also one of the reasons, because, like, I'll admit it, I shipped Alistair. Like, I remember the first pilot came out and I was like, I kinda like it, you know? So, like I was thinking about doing some comics from there and then doing some Husk X Angel Dust comics, maybe Angel X a Radio Demon comics. But, like, I've always had that itch where I'm like, you know how people are, you know, it's gonna take one person getting upset. Next thing you know, you got, like, a whole, like, 500 people coming against you. I'm like, you know, it's not worth it, you know? Never step on toes. But lately I've just been like, yeah, whatever it takes, honestly, who cares? People are gonna... I need to... A good life lesson for you guys. You shouldn't try to please everyone. If you try to please everyone, you'll please no one. That's just how it works. Do I stream on Twitch too? I was considering it, but no, I'm unsure. I tried really hard to convince myself I was allergic to oranges. Why do you hate oranges? You wanted, like, a written excuse for, like, some kid brought over orange slices for, like, a soccer game, and then you were like, I can't actually have oranges. You see, they get me, like, hives and stuff. Do Do I like Chucky the Doll? Never seen the movies. Thought they kind of sucked. Not gonna lie. Oh, hail. Listen. Hail to the king, baby. Sorry. I've been playing a lot of Borderlands recently. But, yeah. Hey, Nihilus. What's going on? Glad to see you could join us. I didn't even hate oranges. I think I just wanted to be special separate. Dude, I remember being an elementary school kid when I was like 5. I told kids my name. I showed up to a new school at like 5 or 8 and I was like, hey guys, you know what they call me on the streets? Yeah, they call me Flame because I'm so hot. I was a weird kid, okay? Anyways, yeah, but what vegetables do I hate? I despise freaking carrots. I can't eat carrots. The only carrots I can eat are the ones in cup of noodles or the ones I get from like if I go to PF Chang's or if I go to Panda Express. Those are the only ones I like, and it's because they're soft. I don't like the crunch on carrots. Oh man. Alright. You know what though? Like, honestly, like I get it was weird, but you know we were all weird at one point, you know. I say everyone be weird because that means you're an individual who wants to be normal. Yeah, I can't stand carrots. Ugh. Posts are really helpful. Sometimes YouTube doesn't send notification on videos, put up the community post. Like, throwing this out there. If you want to know, oh god, it's like there's a demon trying to escape out of me. Just, you know. But you know, if you want to stay up to date on what's going on with my channel, check my community posts and my Twitter. I would like some normal. My god, you want to talk about weird diets? I used to experiment with weird stuff. Like, dude, okay, you know bagel bites? When I was like a kid, I was like, pizza sandwich. So I took 2 slices of bread and I would fill it with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bagel bites. And then I would put it together and then put it in one of those panini presses that squashes it and heats it up. And then by the time it went out, it was like a red bread sandwich, and I would just like I created a monstrosity. First car, I never had one. My favorite car is a 1967 Chevy Impala, the same car that Sam and Dean drove when they went across the country, killing demons, vampires, and leprechauns. How old am I? 20 of the 1. Bye, Christina. Ugh. Man, I have no idea what's going on with me. I'm just like weirdly tired right now. Let's see. Let's switch out songs. I think I need something more epic to keep me awake. I like how I open YouTube and I see a bald Iron Mouse. Let's see. Yeah, let's just put on generic songs, you know. Okay, switch that over. Up the volume. Alright, got it. I was born December 1st, 2002. You feeling tired? Yes, I am, but you know. Oh yeah, baby is the MVP of Supernatural. I was born December 1st, 2002. I mean, reply. Let's know. Anyways, yeah. He's still my classmate that I don't say something cool. Oh my god, was I the only kid who was like actively trying to make their eyesight bad because I thought people with glasses were intellectually awesome? Oh my god, I'm glad I didn't go blind, you know. What is my favorite flower? My favorite flower, oh god, it's classic but a goodie, roses, I guess. Dude, I just love the idea of walking around with glasses and then being like, and then you put your fingers up to them when it's going down to your bridge of your nose, and you push them up when you're like, oh, sorry, I hadn't noticed you there. Then pushes up your glasses and you're like it's this, like people look at you and they're like, what the hell? This guy's coming out here like Sherlock Holmes, you know? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Just push up your glasses, try to be extra cool when you know you're not. Like, I think it was also because when I was in middle school and high school, I was like, dude, glasses are so hot. And they were like, what the hell are you talking about? And I was like, well, just think about it, bro. Like, they're intellectual. Like, they're sophisticated, you know? Do I wear glasses? Yes, I actually do. My eyesight is bad. Trying to be one of them anime people. I actually found out that those kinds of glasses exist where when you push them up, they light up because there's a button. And I want to get them so I can go up to my brother and be like, oh, like I can just like, I see, you're approaching me, you know? Oh, man. God, my brain hurts too much to do math. I'm sorry, Vampire. You know, I was actually thinking about doing a series recently. Hey, Ash. How you doing? Hey, sweetheart. I was actually thinking about doing a series lately where it's a Castlevania series. And I want your guys' feedback. So the idea is you're going to be playing two different listeners. So the first part is gonna be you're that girl that like Dracula brought in, and then we do, you know, romantics, like a few chapters, and then bam, then you're killed, and then we go up to that point where Alucard tells Dracula, he's like, I'm not going to allow you to do this. You're still like I could do that, and then next thing you know, we time skip to when Dracula has been killed, and we find a different listener, ergo the next you, who wants to study under Dracula but finds Alucard. So I was thinking something like that, you know. It's a work in progress, but basically the first few chapters will be Dracula. Then your character dies, and we move on to the next listener, who is then trying to get with Alucard. You know, I thought we could do something like that, because I could definitely do a Dracula voice, you know, where I'm like, do you even understand what they took from me? Like, I feel like I could do it, you know? Like, with a little work, I could probably make my voice sound like Dracula, but, you know. Goodbye, Raven. Have I ever wanted to write original stories? Like, I have, but they haven't been released. Like, I don't know if I released this one, but I did write a story where it was like an idol group, where I was like an idol, and I was like drunk with my group who I had killed, but the manager didn't know that, and I called the manager and I was like, hey, do you think you could, like, I don't know, maybe just like, I don't know, like pick me up or something? Like I did that one time. And And then I did write one where it's World War One. I'm in the trenches and I end up getting hurt after a fight. Like the beginning part is the whole fight and everything like that, where you like forward, like whole battle thing with other characters. And then once I'm injured, we meet the listener, who is a wartime nurse who takes care of me, and basically it's a whole reverse comfort thing. And it eventually turned into a 2, maybe 3-part like classic romance story between a wartime nurse and an injured British soldier. That one was mostly done, but then I was like, that was just because I wanted to scratch the itch in my head that loves history. But I thought about it and I was like, who would want to listen to this? People, because for the longest time I've held this thing over my head where I'm like, whenever I do anything, I'm like, people aren't gonna like it. They want yandere content. They're not gonna like this. They don't want you to do something different. So I've had those things. But yeah, that is written. If I wanted to continue it, I could finish it. But Why, hello there, Vox. How are you, my dear? If it wasn't I'd be a police officer. That is just a fact. Before I did this my whole life, I thought I was either going to do two things. I was either going to be a lawyer or a police officer. But more than likely, police officer. I wore police hats. I wore a necklace. That was like a Catholic like charm for police. It was the whole thing. I got a gift shop. It was a nice thing. I kept a police figure on my desk. I legitimately would always watch cop shows, and then I would be the first guy who was like, hey, like it was weird. I was just really into wanting to become a police officer. I was like, I can be a good guy. I can make people's days better, But that never worked out for me. I know what I am, and I know that when I found this, I was like, it was like finding your purpose in life when I found this. So yeah, but if this didn't work out, if this didn't happen, I definitely would become a cop. And if this doesn't work out and I end up like not being able to do anything with the rest of my life, hell, maybe I'll do that and do this on the side until I build this up enough. Do I know how to dance? I always know how to dance with you, darling. Anyways, no, just kidding. Do I know how to dance? Terribly. I can do 2 moves. I can do that. I can do the Carlton. The dun, da dun, da dun, da dun. And I can do the Running Man. But that's about it. Or you end up in a weird parallel of both dreams. Like, honestly, I've had fun, like, doing mystery ones where what's my favorite musical? Ooh, you got me there. Heathers. Definitely Heathers. I'm sorry, I have to go with Heathers. I was gonna say Hamilton, but then Heathers. Ooh, actually, wait, are we counting Has Been Hotel as a musical? Because that is technically a musical. I'm gonna say Has Been Hotel. It beats out Heathers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you wanted me to say Heathers, but like, let's go a second. Like, I think with Heathers, I loved it for so long, but then I was like, dude, the songs in Has Been just hit different. Like, I love listening to Keith David just with that deep ass voice being like, so things like sing things look bad. I love that like song. If we're talking about an in-person musical, damn right, it's Heathers. Sorry, I was taking a drink. But yeah. I hope that answers your question. Do we have any more? Any more questions for Mr. Culture? But the Heather songs are way better. Like, I love that one where it's like, yo, girl. And Hey, what's going on, Aaliyah? Favorite food? Strawberry cheesecake, sushi, ramen, specifically extra spicy ton men, with ground beef, 2 eggs, and extra bean sprouts. Do you have a favorite YouTuber? Ugh. I've been so busy recently. Like, I don't listen to watch YouTubers that much anymore. But I would say. Okay. Maybe Armchair Historian is good. I would love watching that guy when I just in the background sometimes when I do videos, and he's like, because he like teaches history, but he teaches it from all sides. Like, the thing I love about him is he has those videos where he's like, where it's like 40 minutes and it's like, this is the World War II's perspective from the Germans. This is the World War II's perspective from like the Russians, the Americans, the Italians, every single perspective. And like he does stuff like that, and he's like, okay, this is how the world perceived this. This is how the world did. Like, he doesn't just look at one side. He looks at every side. I'm like, okay, I want to know the history about everything. Ooh, what did these Russians like? What was this battle that they had when like there was one battle called like I forget what it was, but it was like the Dead Rising thing, where it was basically a bunch of Germans got attacked by these Russians who were covered in so much blood and gore that they thought that they were dead. And you just and apparently these Russians would get up and just charge at them with knives, shovels, and pistols, and they overtook them because the Germans were terrified that a zombie apocalypse was happening. And I'd be like, what the hell? That's a crazy story. Favorite type of entertainment to consume in your downtime? Armchair Historian, definitely. Do you prefer hardcore yanders or soft yanders? There are some times when I feel like a bottom boy and I'm just like, sorry, do you think I could tie you up? Like, I'm just wondering, you know, like, but there are also some times where I love doing a yander and I'm like, any excuse I can do to just pretend to be a serial killer, I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna say hardcore. It's on my watch list, but I haven't seen it. Greatest personal accomplishment? I ran in a professional baseball game once because it was like one of those things where they were like, hey, let's get some kids from the crowd and have them do a short run. And I was one of those like kids who had breathing problems and couldn't do much. So I ran, and then afterwards I was like, I did it, yeah! I just like vomited everywhere. I also had straight A's in high school up until COVID happened, except with the exception of I had straight A's all the way through in English. I won an award in high school for that. Like, they gave me like a little plaque and everything. But yeah. Russian's kind of going crazy. Platonic Yandere ASMR. I wouldn't mind doing that, but my problem is that I know that I don't think that's popular because at the end of the day, people. Okay, there's a difference. Like, there's a difference between marketing to my audience, which is a heavily dominated female demographic, and then to marketing to guys. Like, I've seen some of the top role plays by female voice actors. A lot of that is just a certain tone. Like, you know what I'm getting? And I'm like, yeah, but I think I think guys will be more okay with platonic relationships as long as they get emotional comfort and support from it. But the girls, it's a lot more like they want the flirtation, they want the I can fix, like 90% of the time you want to get viewers, just make some role play, I can fix them, legitimately that. No. Literally, yes. Am I seeing anyone right now? Nope. Single for the past Single since I was 19 and got out of a horrible relationship, which, yeah. Anyways. Can I have a shout out? Why would I get... No, I'm just kidding. Hey, Bentley, Duncan, how you doing? Mwah. Kami-sama Kiss 2? Oh. Oh god, I remember Maid Sama. I used to watch it on YouTube back in like the early 2000s. Is that the one where it's like the extremely attractive like blonde guy and he's like I'm gonna be silent but extremely attractive. All the people love me, but you don't, so I'm gonna go after you. I found out you like that what's that one anime where the guy where he finds out the class president works in a maid cafe, so he bothers her every day. I used to watch that on YouTube. What's my favorite genre of music? Yeah, I kind of like it all, but you know, I have taken to classic jazz recently. For myself, I'm Moroso. Say ooh woo for $10. Oh well. Great, I've officially sold out. That was Maid Sama? Oh god. Classic anime. Dude, I remember I used to love watching Ouran High School Host Club. Dude, did anybody ever grow up on like Ouran High School Host Club on YouTube? Extremely attractive blonde guy. That was the guy from, like, in his universe, he was considered extremely attractive. The dude from Maid Sama. Big brother material. Reading manga or watching anime? I prefer reading manhwa and watching anime, yes. Don't care for most manga, but I do like a lot of manhwas, especially the ones that are like, I used to be a bully. Then the government contracted me as like a 30-year-old man to go back to high school and beat up the bullies. Like, legitimately, that is the premise for one manhwa I was reading. Legitimately, the whole premise is he was a bully, then he left school, and the government was like, hey, we need you to go back to high school to beat the hell out of other bullies and pretend you're a teenager. Like, the only reason I like that type of stuff is because I like the martial arts where they're like, oh, he did a crane kick, or his leg curved in a way that's hit me on the back of the head, or like stuff like that, you know? Like, I love martial arts. That's why I like those. I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name. Dude, there was like one where it was like study group or something like that, and I was going through my Bruce Lee phase, and legitimately the guy who trains him is Bruce Lee, and then all through the time I'm like, I know that move, it's from Wing Chun, or I know that move, it's from Jeet Kune Do, like, and then like I can't tell you how hyped I was when I was reading through my phone, and I just see this guy and he's like, he did a 1-inch punch, my spine and ribs are broken, and then the guy's like, you know, like I was legitimately like, that's it, that's what I want to see, you know, like I've had those moments. Why do you kiss everyone? I don't really actually know. Like, for the longest time, I thought that the only way to do these live streams was just flirt with everyone, because I was like, oh, they you know, and everything. Now it's just kind of a habit. I was like, I think it's goofy, fun, you know, makes some people get like blushing reactions, and it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm just having a fun time here, you know. Not really. Let me switch out songs. Let's get something a little bit more interesting in here. Blah blah, boring. Ooh, what's this? Come on. Let's see. No. Nah, boring, blah blah. Ooh, no wait, that's not a song I feel like listening to right now, actually. Ooh, what about this one? Okay, kind of into it, like the bop, a little bit. Oh, why you don't have any pets? Just we don't have any. We just never really had any. Bentley, you should have asked for an One-chan. One-chan? Dude, honestly, I've done worse. Like, I used to play, oh, God, sorry, I knocked over a can of Mr. Pibb. I used to play, what's it called? Oof. When I played, Dead by Daylight, like, I used to always go, like, Ada, Ada. Like, people were really into that for some reason. Ooh, okay. What is... Ooh, actually, no, that's a great song. I love that one. Ah, shit. Oh, would you look at that? We're up to 25 people. That's, like, amazing. I was just... Were you, my darling? But I saw you were live and don't have any questions, but want to say I genuinely love your audios. Much love. Thank you, darling audios. I love your care and support. You were amazing. Let's see. I don't know if we have too many more questions, but, you know, feel free to branch out there, ask whatever you want, mainly because I am, like... I don't know, I'm chilling for a bit. Later on after this, I gotta go edit the nervous marriage video, and then I gotta go put together some more videos. I gotta do the... what is your philosophy on life? Oh, God, I have a dark philosophy, and it's probably gonna trigger a lot of people. Are you guys okay with hearing it? You know, actually, never mind. I'm gonna... No. You don't need to know that philosophy. I guess making it a little bit more PG, as long as I guess... I guess my philosophy is... As long as I'm alive, I haven't failed. That is about it. Every day that I wake up and I make my bed, I've done one thing. I've accomplished one life goal. Every day that I don't... Every day I live another day, I've succeeded. And the day that I die, I will fail. I believe that everyone, no matter how much pain you're in, no matter what you do, no matter what your life is like, you keep fighting, because what the hell do you have reason to give up for? Anyways, anyways, I have some good philosophies too, but that's my main one. Anyways, don't be it's currently 9:31. Okay, well, it is 7:31 p.m. for me, but you know, mate, that sounds like depression. It is, okay? Like, I'm not okay. I know I'm not. There was a time where I was uploading every single day and my mental state deteriorated. I'm going to therapy now. I'm on this new medication, which has actually made my life like so much better, because it feels like everything isn't so hard and I can actually be better, you know? But for the longest time, when I had no help, that was the philosophy. That is still my philosophy, because I need to keep going. One of my favorite video game characters when I was like 15, he used to say this all the time, and I took that to heart, and I used to be so inspired by him to the point where I bought clothes of him and I used to dress like him, and he always used to say, you roll with the punches, you know, you keep going. I guess as long as I don't give up. That's just on anything. Just keep going forward. Keep pushing forward. And if you get hit and knocked down, you just keep getting back up and you keep trying again. God, this live stream got depressing. What are we doing? God, you guys got me in my feelings. That's crazy. crazy. You know, I did an audio the other day where I played well, actually, if you want, you can watch it right now if you're a YouTube member, because if you're a member, you get like early access. But you know, it's a charming rogue, and I love that one. I had so much fun with that. I mean, do what works for you when it comes to your mental health. But when I started taking these meds recently, it felt like I was not worried as much. Like, do you know what it is to sit at a chair, try to do your work, and know that every fiber of your being wants to stop? You want to lay down, you want to vomit. Like it's almost like you can't breathe because you're doing something. The other day I recorded the audio and I smiled and I had fun and I got goofy and I did stupid lines, and it was fun. And I realized, because for the longest time I was scared, am I falling out of love with what I do? And I realized the other day, I still love what I do with every fiber of my being. It was just becoming more of a hassle because I was getting in my own head about it. And now I feel great. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but I have videos with my membership thing. I have videos that are going to come out next Monday, next Wednesday, whether I'm like, they're already coming out. They're going to be coming out. They're already scheduled, all made, all doing great. And now I'm going to go make more. And then eventually it's going to reach a point where I have weeks of videos coming out, months of videos coming out. And if I feel like taking a break, I take a break for a week and those videos still come out and nobody cares, and I feel happy. I feel accomplished that I did something, you know? I'm what I like to call a sad, hopeful person. But now I'm just hopeful. You know? I can get sappy sometimes, but I am a genuinely hopeful person right now. Sorry, got a little emotional there. I don't need you to do a dare, but I will give you Noah. Oh well. You guys are dorks. But you're my dorks. Anyways, any more questions? Or any questions? No, this is a Q&A. I believe I said earlier, but my favorite color is purple. I'm sorry, I'm smiling, I'm being giggly for no reason. But either way, I think that's enough questions for today. Remember, guys, my YouTube memberships, from now on, if you are a Yandere level member, which is, I believe, like $4 or $5, you will gain access to videos that are set to come out soon. So you'll get early access before anybody else. Least favorite color? Least favorite color. I like pink sometimes. Ooh. What is my least favorite color? Seafoam green. I hate seafoam green. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, so members now get early access to stuff. I'm restructuring my Patreon. Yeah. And make sure to comment, like, subscribe, consider donating as it funds the channel and everything I do, and it's overall very, very helpful. And keep a lookout on my community post. It helps with everything. Love you guys. Bye.